Along a peaceful coast where waves danced against the cliffs, there stood a mighty lighthouse that guided ships home every night. But one stormy evening, its light went out. No one could have predicted what happened next. It all began when the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned the color of a bruised plum. As the waves crashed against the shore, they carried with them a heavy dose of wind and rain. People hurried home, pulling their coats tight around them. Inside Stark Tower high above, Tony Stark sipped his coffee as he scanned the world through the cameras mounted on his suit. Suddenly, a red alert flashed before his eyes. "Jarvis, why would a lighthouse go dark in perfect condition?" he asked. "There may be tampering, sir," Jarvis replied. "The last manual check was 2 days ago, and the automated systems show no sign of malfunctions. The door is open, and there are signs of recent activity inside the tower." Tony's brow furrowed. "I'll take a look. This weather looks like the worst time to be out, but someone or something appears to be heading towards the lighthouse." As if on cue, the lights flickered back on. "All right, let's see what's going on," he said, already moving towards his suit. With a blast of his thrusters, Iron Man shot upwards, leaving behind a trail of smoke against the gray canvas of the sky. He cut through the clouds and made his way towards the stormy shore, the wind whipping at his face as he neared the coast. Iron Man landed beside the lighthouse, which was now cold and silent. Waves crashed against the rocks nearby, their rhythm echoing the beat of his heart. He walked slowly towards the door, caution in every step. The floor inside was littered with broken circuits and strange footprints. Tony knelt down, examining the damage. There were signs of forced entry, but it wasn't the work of vandals. Whoever or whatever had entered the lighthouse wasn't here to destroy it. They were trying to find something. He continued his investigation, following the path of destruction until he reached the gear room. There in the center of the room, half buried in a pile of metal scraps, was a small drone resembling a crab with its legs wide apart. Iron Man carefully picked it up, turning it over in his hands. On the surface, it looked harmless, even a bit cute, but he could sense the danger it posed. If such a tiny machine could wreak havoc on the lighthouse, imagine what it could do in the wrong hands. He approached the window and gazed out at the sea. In the distance, he saw the faint outlines of ships struggling against the waves. Without the lighthouse, they were vulnerable, lost in the vast expanse of darkness. But then a thought struck him. If the lighthouse was out, those ships would try to navigate around it, exposing them to even greater danger. He realized that whoever had tampered with the lighthouse hadn't meant to cause harm. They were simply desperate for help. He turned back to the drone and asked gently, "Hey, little guy, you jammed the lighthouse trying to charge yourself, didn't you?" The drone blinked sadly. "I'm sorry," it said in a tiny voice. "I didn't mean to. I just needed some power." Intrigued, Iron Man asked, "Why don't you come with me? I'll show you how to get charged the right way." The drone hesitated for a moment, then slowly unfolded its wings and flew alongside Iron Man back to Stark Tower. When they arrived, Tony placed the drone on a table in his lab, surrounded by all sorts of gadgets and gizmos. He knew exactly what to do. "So what's your name, little guy?" he asked. "I'm Sparky," the drone replied. "My inventor named me after the lighthouse's light, which he admired greatly." "Well, Sparky, your inventor must have been very proud of you," Tony said softly. "He created you with such care and precision. It's clear he loved you very much." Sparky's antenna drooped. "My inventor has passed away," he said quietly. "And now I'm all alone." Tony felt a pang of sympathy. He understood what it was like to lose someone close to him. He had lost his parents in a car accident when he was young, and Pepper in battle against Thanos. "Don't worry, Sparky," he said. "You're not alone. You have me now. I promise I'll take care of you." As Tony worked, he listened intently to Sparky's stories, about his inventor in the lighthouse. He learned that Sparky was designed to help ships navigate the treacherous waters near the coast. His inventor had poured his heart and soul into creating the perfect machine, and Sparky had been the result of years of hard work and dedication. But as time went on, Sparky's inventor had grown old and frail, and he knew he wouldn't be able to maintain the lighthouse for much longer. In a final act of kindness, he had left instructions for Tony Stark to take care of Sparky and keep the lighthouse burning bright. Touched by the inventor's final request, Tony worked tirelessly to repair Sparky and bring the lighthouse back online. He replaced Sparky's damaged circuits with new ones, ensuring that he would be able to withstand the harshest weather conditions. He also installed a new guidance system, making it easier for ships to navigate the waters. Finally, with a flourish, he connected Sparky's wires to his arc reactor, providing the little drone with the energy he needed to function properly. "There you go, buddy," he said, all fixed up and ready to go. Tony then took a moment to look at the lighthouse, its beam cutting through the darkness like a beacon of hope. He could see the gratitude in the faces of the villagers as they waved from the shore. He smiled, knowing that he had honored the inventor's final request. He had brought light back to the lighthouse and hope back to the villagers. Before long, the lighthouse was guiding ships safely through the night once more. Its light shone brighter than ever, thanks to Sparky's new upgrades. Ships passing by would honk their horns in appreciation, their beams dancing merrily in the night sky. The people of the village gathered around the lighthouse, their faces lit up with joy and relief. They sang and danced, celebrating the return of the guiding light. Meanwhile, Iron Man flew back to Stark Tower with Sparky by his side. The little drone was buzzing with excitement, eager to share the news with the other machines in the lab. As soon as they arrived, Sparky zoomed off to tell his friends all about his adventure. Tony watched him go, a smile on his face. In that moment, he realized that sometimes the smallest beings can cause the biggest problems, but with a little kindness and understanding, even the tiniest spark can light the way to a better solution. The end.